Previously on Ricoma TV, we embroidered some Christmas ornaments with Ms. Janet. Click below for more details.
Well, Christmas is around the corner, so you know what that means. It's gift-giving time. And today, using the Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer, I'm going to be making one of the most popular items sold on Etsy, and that is custom coffee mugs. But before we get started, remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with our latest content. All right, let's get started. First things first, let's use our ruler to measure out what we're working with on our mugs. Okay, so height-wise, we've got 3 3/4 inches, so 3.75 by, I'm gonna say 4 inches right there. So looks like 4 by 3, 4 inches in length and 3 inches in height would be perfect for this. So, okay. All right, so now let's go ahead. Let me grab my laptop and let's look for some inspiration on Etsy. Let's keep the search engine simple. Let's do holiday mug. Oh, okay, right off the bat, I see, I like this. This couple Christmas trees, Merry Christmas. Yeah, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I like this with the names. Okay, yeah, I like this. This is nice. Let's save this one. I think one more. Oh, okay, look at this. I like this. Bunch of Christmas trees in different colors. Merry Christmas on the bottom. I like this. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and save this. Wow. All right, so I just found a couple of ideas. I have a feeling that Robert's gonna do some amazing work with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and send this to him, and we'll go from there. So let me go ahead. All right, Robert, here you go. All right, it's sent. All right, while my friend Robert works in the design, let me go ahead and grab our materials. Follow me. Bins. Perfect, those are my materials. And I've also got my Luminaris 200 white toner transfer printer, which is more than capable of handling the holiday rush. It's versatile and it does full color designs. So I can do on caps, on shirts, or on mugs like we're doing now. And I've got the iKonix mug heat press. You can find this along with the transfer paper and the mugs on shop.ricoma.com. I'll leave a link to it in the card above and the description below. Oh, Robert's done with my design. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get this uploaded into our VividRip software. All right, I have my design. Now I'm gonna go into my VividRip software and we're gonna do the rest. So here we go. I have my design here. Let's go over to import, and right here it says Christmas mug. Here's our design. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make it exactly 4 by 3. So I'm gonna left click and I'm gonna hold the shift button and bring this down. Let's make this a 4 by 3 exactly. Oh, a little too much. Okay, 4 by 3.01, that's perfect. Okay. Now, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my color adjust. And let's see, I'm going to bring up the brightness. Let's bring it to about a 6 right there, and then bring up the saturation. I think 25 is good right there. And let's make the rendering intent absolute so you can see exactly what you're seeing. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit OK. So I've got my design, and we're gonna do 2 mugs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate 2 designs, and let's rearrange them. Let's put one here. Let's put one here. That way we can put 2 in one sheet, so we save some space. Now, we're gonna go over to the queue. And since we're working with mugs, what we're gonna do here is under mode, we're gonna change it from standard 2-step. We're gonna go to premium hard surface 1-step, because we're gonna be using basically ceramic paper. And the input tray is gonna be tray 1. And the paper type, I'm gonna do the same type that I do with the regular paper that I use to do transfers, which is thick to 105 grams. Okay, so thick to 105. And there we go. So we have premium hard surface 1-step, tray 1, paper type thick to 105. That's perfect. Okay, and one more thing. So normally you would have to mirror the design. so that it flips it. But since we're working with one step, it's gonna automatically print it mirrored for you. So I'll demonstrate. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me load up the paper. We're gonna put the blank side facing up. And then we're gonna push down here. We're gonna load the tray. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and hit print. Okay. And let's take a look. Ah, there we go. Perfect. It's already mirrored, and we have 2 designs on there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these out, and we can go ahead and transfer these onto the mugs. Okay, there's one. Okay, there we go. Got our 2 designs, good to go. Let's go ahead and throw out these extra scraps. So we've got our designs cut out. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some Scotch tape. Haha. And we're going to align our design on our mug right here. So I will demonstrate. Let's take out some Scotch tape here. Okay, so we're gonna put one corner here, and we're gonna line it up right about here. Tape one corner. Let's get another piece of Scotch tape, and let's get the other side. We're going to tape here, just like that. Okay, so one design is on there. Now let's do the other. Right here. Bring this over. We've got both of our designs taped onto our mug. Now all we need to do is press it right here using our iKonix heat press. And the cool thing about this press is that you can press 2 mugs at the same time. And if you want to learn more about this machine, I'll leave a link to it in the card above in the description below. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is let's connect the mug heat press. There you go. And let's screw this in. Okay, and now for the temperature, we're going to do 300 degrees. Okay, and we're gonna set that. And the timer, we're gonna set for 150 seconds. All right, so we've got our time set. So now as you see, the temperature's rising. Once it gets to 300 degrees, it'll stop. And then when we press the mugs, I'm gonna press this button here, which this will set the timer. I've got my mugs here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a piece of Teflon sheet, and I'm gonna cut it. So let's cut our piece of Teflon. Okay, so we've got our Teflon sheet. Let's get our 2 mugs. Put them in like that. All right, there we go. Okay, our mugs are in place. All I gotta do now is press. Once I press them, I'm gonna turn on the timer. And once the 150 seconds elapses, or 2.5 minutes in this case, you'll hear the timer. Here we go. Here we go. Our timer has elapsed. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And now just pull this open. Okay, we've got our mugs pressed. They're really hot. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna transfer them to some warm water, and we're gonna let them cool down there for a bit, for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 if anything. And then from there, we're gonna move them over to a bucket of cold water. And once we leave them in cold water for about 5 minutes, then we can peel them. So let's go ahead and move them to warm water. Here's my bucket of warm water. And what we'll do, let's get one mug. There we go. Number 2. And we'll leave that in there. And we'll leave them there for 10 minutes. All right, our time has elapsed, 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take out the mugs, and I'm gonna transfer them to my cold water. Okay, there's my cold water. I'm gonna leave it there for about 5 minutes. Let me take out my warm water. I'll set it to the side. All right, we've got our 5 minutes that have elapsed. Let's go ahead and start our peel. Let me start by taking out the Scotch tape. There's our first peel. Okay, and there's our second. After transferring your designs onto your mugs, you can take them to a glazing unit or an oven and bake them for 5 minutes. That way you can ensure that it's scratch resistant and that your customers and your loved ones will get the maximum use out of your mugs. Wow, look at how these came out. Awesome, I'm very, very excited about this. These came out great. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. All right, that's it for today. If you're looking for more inspiration for your next print project or to get some more printing advice, then be sure to check us out on Facebook and join our embroidery and custom apparel mastery group. If you haven't done so already, check us out on Instagram and TikTok for informative and entertaining content. And if you have any ideas you'd like to see in a future episode of Print Pros, then be sure to leave them in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching, and on behalf of everyone from Ricoma and myself included, happy holidays and a happy new year. I'll see you next time.